What's going on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is Thursday evening. Reason why I wanted to make this video is some of you guys have been asking me about Michael Krizo being out of the Mr. Olympia. You know, I'm more than happy to answer that question, but Michael Krizo was never in the Mr. Olympia to begin with here, okay? So I don't really get this question as far as to an announcement. I've heard Nick Trigili announce and a couple other people announce it that he's out of the Mr. Olympia. Hey, he was never in the Mr. Olympia, all right? Now, just because he decided to switch over from the IFBB Elite over to the IFBB doesn't mean that he has an automatic qualifications. Because here's the thing. Michael Krizo has to start out, because he moved from another league, he has to start out in the MPC. We already know that, okay? And he has to win either the Nationals or the USA, or, well, he's not over 40, so you can forget about the North American. And also the Team Universe for obvious reasons here. So first off, he has to qualify to be an IFBB Pro, period. Now, the next thing after qualifying to be an IFBB Pro by winning one of those shows is he has to win a Olympia qualifier. So he has to do two things, all within a span of what, 3 months? That's impossible, okay? That's impossible. The only way Michael Krizo probably would have been able to be standing on stage at the Mr. Olympia is if either Joe or Ben Weider was still alive there. You know what I mean? The reason being is they would have taken one look at his physique and they would have just automatically made him an IFBB Pro, and they would have put him on stage at the Mr. Olympia, hands down. And here's the thing. I'm not saying that he doesn't have that he doesn't have the physique to, you know, be Mr. Olympia or anything like that. In fact, he does. All right. He does have the physique to become Mr. Olympia. And given the fact that if he entered in a national show, he would definitely qualify. He would literally blow everybody else away there. But the fact of the matter is that he wouldn't have had time to compete in the Mr. Olympia. That's a national qualifier. That's an Olympia qualifier, all in a period of 3 months here. Okay? 3 months. I mean, I'm sorry, that's just not going to happen. All right? Unless Joe and Ben Weider are around. I mean, Jim Mannion could pull some strings or so forth there, or Tyler Mannion can, depending there. But I just don't simply see that as happening. This is a different era in bodybuilding. And Michael Krizo is gonna, even though he has the physique to become Mr. Olympia, he's gotta put his time in, he's gotta make his own way, in other words. Now, as far as next year is concerned, I'm going to definitely expect to see Michael Krizo on the Olympia stage next year, and he is going to be a serious contender. But for people to announce that he's out of the Mr. Olympia, I think it's just ridiculous. It's disingenuous to all the other Mr. Olympia competitors that have qualified and that are IFBB pros there, And like I said, I'm not knocking Krizo one bit whatsoever. He has an awesome physique. But at the same time, the great one is not going to go and suck up to this guy just because he has a great physique there, or make announcements that simply just doesn't make any bit of sense here. Okay? Period. So as far as Krizo's concerned, again, he was never in the Mr. Olympia to begin with. He definitely will be next year because he'll have plenty of time to get nationally qualified to become an IFBB Pro, as well as easily win a pro qualifier. And that's all I got to say on this subject. Like and subscribe to the Vince Goodrum channel. Click the link below. Peace and soul.